What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and Paw Patrol is at it again, indoctrinating your children with a cartoon dog who's dressed like a police officer. It's now being accused of authoritarian propaganda and right-wingery. This is going to be an interesting tale about a new film about a cartoon dog and other cartoon dogs who do cartoon dog things. In fact, they are heroic. As a new film of the kids' cartoon hit cinemas, The Puppy's popularity has made it a fascinating case study for the cultural politics of a generation. Paw Patrol's astonishing popularity has made it a fascinating case study for the tastes and cultural politics of a generation. The show's move from small to silver screen has highlighted many of those peculiarities. The first is to say, though it seems obvious, is that parents can't simply leave their children in front of Paw Patrol the movie. Whoa! As you might with a television show. Perhaps because the filmmakers know adults will be watching, it has somewhat dialed down its usually frantic goings-ons. Indeed, a somewhat pointed early scene in the film involves fireworks display in which all the rockets go off at once in a pandemonium of colors and noise. And the man in charge says, "Hey, I'm trying to build momentum here." What? I don't even get it. Adults may be relieved with this bit of a downtime, but in general, the film maintains the program's deathless vibrancy, a world in which everybody is alert and ready at all times, and where dreaming and imagining likely get you in trouble with a car. This seems like a piece of the modern culture in which children are evidently overstimulated and connected. What? Paw Patrol's chief singularity is that way young people are called upon to rectify the mistakes of adults. Ryder Charlie to the Pooch's Angels is a 10-year-old vigilante. Wow. I mean, it's a movie about cartoon dogs. You know, I have a feeling that the same author has written all sorts of articles supporting, High Guardian Spice and Big Mouth and She-Ra and how they're just cartoons. You're crazy. What do you mean? Drag queens in every cartoon? That's how it should be. What are you, some kind of boomer? Paw Patrol the movie works quite hard to repair some of its most obvious damage, in the series in which only one of the super pups is, quote, presented as female. Well, maybe the others identify as female. Skye is depicted as so girly that it's not only in her uniform hot pink, but freakishly her eyes are too. Yeah, cartoon dogs, oh, they don't look real. The properties of biology clearly coming second to the gender essentialism of the movie's universe. The film introduces a new female character, Liberty, finally voiced. It remains to be seen if Liberty will become canon. Another female puppy, Everest, appears a number of times in the show, but is kept on the sidelines. Liberty was a decent enough character, although why this streetwise ragamuffin would yearn to join the ranks of these narcs is unclear. In the end, she is fitted with an apricot pink outfit of her own. Yes, the dogs of Paw Patrol, my friends, are evil. It actually sounds like Paw Patrol seems like a pretty wholesome show that maybe kids should watch. This film's dismaying gender politics are in tune with the franchise's gross right-wingery, which sees these privatized dog Avenger types endlessly called upon to undo the failings of various functionaries. A sort of Ayn Randian objectivism prevails in the film, visible most queasily when Chase, the most cop-like of the lot in his blue uniform and police car, is told he was born to be a hero. The film draws amusing parallels between the pup's antagonist, Mayor Humdinger, and another blonde North American megalomaniac, right down to the grotesque tower that Humdinger erects in his own honor. But the film's own sensibility is not vastly different to the Trumpian individualism, disdain for the state, and capitalist materialism. Indeed, in the film, the dogs have a new tower of their own, subsidized by selling merch, and come with gleaming luxury gadgets that make Liberty, the poorer dog, swoon with envy. What? Okay. I know that you got an English degree and maybe a journalism degree from college, and you spent a lot of money getting that, and you want to use it, right? You want to use your journalisming skills, but nobody really cares what you have to say. So you write this article about Paw Patrol, about a cartoon dog that is evil, that they're taking over the children. Cartoon dogs that are authoritarian. Are you serious? How Paw Patrol... So, okay. So if I'm supposed to take this seriously, then you're supposed to take it seriously when parents are upset that every cartoon show is making sure they cram a drag queen soliloquy into their show. Parents... So this article accidentally, if I'm supposed to take her seriously, I assume this is a woman. Casper Solomon. Well, that doesn't really help. Let's take a look. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. But this person seems to write a lot about... Oh! Oh, it all makes sense now. This is the same person that defended cuties. Oh, you defended cuties, but Paw Patrol is authoritarian propaganda. I almost hate to look at the comments because I'm worried that people will be agreeing with this. Let's see. I remember when Teletubbies was likened to 1984 with things that looked plastic showerheads controlling the characters' lives to the minute level. The rationale given was that if you're 2-year-old, then that is your world anyway, with your parents constantly watching over you. What? Adults / the authorities are useless. It's up to children to fix things has been a staple trope of children's stories for generations. Also, and maybe this is obvious if you're familiar with the series, I'm not, but how can it be pushing authoritarian propaganda while also running the adults / authorities are useless and it's up to children to fix things? This is so funny. My kid wants to see this. I'm dreading it. You might already be way ahead of me, but I successfully distracted my then 5-year-old from mainstream fare by introducing him to shows I could endure as well. Starting with the original Ultraman, Speed Racer, Astro Boy. Hey, actually, this is okay. I mean, that's actually okay. I think that anybody unplugging from mainstream media or mainstream entertainment is probably doing their kid a favor. How Paw Patrol will come to be viewed in the years to come is an interesting question. It seems likely a generation of children coming of age in a time of far greater gender fluidity will have little time for the show's patriarchal gender performance. In other words, abandoning their children to ceaselessly cheery neoliberal nightmare for 90 minutes shouldn't worry parents too much. What? What? This show is a neoliberal nightmare? I mean, I remember when this is back in June, the protests come for Paw Patrol. A backlash is mounting against depiction of good cops. And that's probably what's driving this author's, opinion. A lot of times it's pretty obvious to see, what's driving somebody to do something, even when they don't want to come right out and say it. When you look at Paw Patrol, for example, I don't think the problem with Paw Patrol is that it depicts good cops. I think that the overwhelming majority of cops are good men and women who want to protect the people around them and the cities they serve. Why would that be a problem? I don't understand I mean, I've seen people rip on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You're not allowed to depict cops in the good light, in any kind of good light, according to modern media, which I suppose should be ignored at all costs. I'm sure Paw Patrol is just fine for your kids. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.